Hey, what's going on everyone? Vega here for SerpentX Tech, and in this video I really want to kind of figure out what's going on between AMD's latest driver release and maybe some previous ones that some users may have had, and compare and contrast some of the performance numbers. So we're gonna go kill some beasts, keep an eye on the FPS in the bottom right, but we're also gonna use fraps to kind of capture that information, make sure that everything is good as we go around. I've been seeing a lot of issues as far as stutters, breakups, the whole 9 yards, unfortunately, with this particular GPU. This is the Radeon RX 7900 XTX. And it's just been having nothing but issues. And I hear that some people, when they restart their game, or if they don't restart their computer after playing a game, it kind of causes issues as well. So we're just testing out, this previous driver, as you just saw, with the new driver, and see what exactly happens. Frames looking good. I do not have FSR enabled yet.
Time to do that. Time to do that.
Where you at?
Lilith will be pleased.
Lilith will be pleased. So I do all the work and you just show up at the last minute. Got it. Yeah, frames are looking good. I'm gonna check my settings here, see if it stayed. Maybe that's what caused the system to crash. So options. I'm only running 1080p right now. We can push it up to 1440. FSR disabled. No limitations on graphics. No low FX. No FSR at the moment. This is not an HDR panel. Don't care about cutscene graphics and no vertical sync, so nothing too crazy there. Everything else looks pretty good. And in some areas we're getting over 300 FPS, and then in areas where there's some combat, we drop in the 140s, 150s, somewhere in there. This game is pretty demanding, so I've been watching it on hardware info. But so far so good. We're gonna go ahead and end it there with fraps and install the new driver and see what the improvements are. And so we installed the latest driver, and off rip, already having issues with Diablo. I can honestly say some of my colleagues have had issues with this game on their NVIDIA GPUs, but not as much as I've had on my AMD system, my AMD Ryzen 5900X and 7900 XTX. So let's try it again. All right, we finally got loaded in the game, but when you install new drivers, it's going to reset a couple things. So double check your settings if you're trying to do a contrast comparison, whatever you want to say. Let's see, no vertical sync, don't care about cutscenes, leave that alone. No FSR, good. Don't want to limit the foreground, background, don't really care too much about. Ultra quality, everything's at max. Dynamic shadows. All right, everything else looks back to where it was, so let's save that. Check gameplay, make sure it didn't change anything on us. All right, so we're good to go there. Control R to show FPS in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. We are on the latest and greatest driver, just to validate right here, 23.5.2 now instead of 22 point something, whatever it was before, which was only a few weeks old, maybe a month or some change old. So let's see. I'm gonna hit F11, and we're gonna go see what the FPS and fraps and frame time consistency improves to. But it seems that this game is not as optimized for AMD GPUs as it would be, say, for NVIDIA. Ooh, nice. Ooh. There's a goblin nearby, and I need to use my skill point. I guess they died. Okay. Damn, I missed a goblin. So I need to use one of my skill points. We'll do it in just a second, because I need to validate, and I lost a special event. Son of a biscuit. I was hoping to have a big mob right there that we could use. Let's check map. Nothing good. Come on, big guy. There we go. There we go. We got us something, boys. We got us something.
I'm not ready yet. I need more energy.
Check out here real quick. Yeah, I'm a pleb. Only started when the game launched for the regular people, not the early access. It's all good. Don't mind me. Just trying to get this chest real quick.
Power of energy.
Gather them all up. Nice little narrow passageway.
Need more time.
So far so good. FPS is looking a lot better than it was before. So let's go look at a comparison on the frame times real quick while we're sitting here. Alright, so that was the first two. Here's the second one. Alright, so on screen you're seeing, so average time 5.38 milliseconds. We dropped down to 4.78 milliseconds. And went from 186 FPS to 209 average FPS. So definitely a marked improvement. On the 1% times, we went from 9.51 to 7.5. That's pretty good. And went from 105 FPS to 133. And then on the 0.1%, we're still around 11. We actually went up from 11.2 to 11.6. And our FPS dropped from 90 to 86. And we got more data on the second run than the first run because that same fight was not there. So the frame times did improve and the FPS did improve as well. But let's go ahead and open this secondary one in Excel. What I want to do is want to copy everything real quick and go back to the original. Okay. We got everything here. We're gonna highlight this all and get the average real quick. All right, so the first run we were at, again, 185.9 average FPS and again 209 average FPS. So the frame time option is probably going to be your best bet. Just leave it on frame times and then use Fraps bench manager to kind of compare and everything. So definitely AMD's driver did improve. I remember when beta came out, it was horrid. It was absolutely horrid. It's definitely improved, which is what the driver details actually say on its page. It doesn't really tell us much, but it just says support for Diablo 4. It doesn't say what they improved or what they work on with Blizzard. but it's good to see some type of improvement. Unfortunately, there's still some issues with NVIDIA drivers, or excuse me, AMD drivers and NVIDIA drivers. Just AMD is more prone to issues than NVIDIA. So just make sure you're on the latest and greatest. Usually I stay away from the latest and greatest because there's more bugs and issues that you might experience like in the first couple weeks of it. Let them work out all the bugs and kinks, and then I upgrade it to it after a couple weeks. But that's pretty much it. Just wanted to share that with you. Thank you so much for stopping by and clicking this video. Do me a favor, hit the like button on the way out. Make sure to get subscribed and hit notification bell to stay up to date. And you have yourself a wonderful day. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.